Welcome, family, to the Heart to Heart podcast. My name is Kagiso Joseph Cavelo. I hope you guys are doing good. Thank you for tuning in into this episode. I think this is episode 6. Yeah, thank you for tuning in, and to the supporters who have been supporting, to those who have been liking, thank you for liking, and please continue liking. To the subscribers, yes, thank you, and switch on those notification bells. It means a lot seeing you guys support me. Yeah. Before I go anywhere, I'm rocking one of my guys. What can I say? Jerseys. This is from Jersey 267. We are about to branch into Botswana, Uganda, Botswana collaborating. Yeah. So you guys could let me know which are the most favorite teams currently, popping. The jerseys you guys wanna have in the stall in Botswana as we begin. But this is Liverpool. I wish I could show you guys the back. It's written Skechula. But yeah, today I wanted to talk about, firstly, bring clarity on the topic of perspectives. I wanted to bring clarity on the topic of perspectives. Hey, so how guys? And then I wanted to answer the question, how have my relationships been ever since I've been to the island? Hey, but anyways, perspectives. So since this platform is more of a storytelling thing and we are also like helping each other grow, I wanted to give you guys a story that I believe could help you guys understand how I understood it. So the other day I went for a walk. As I went for a walk, um, what happened is that it was more like how it's an almost crying hardly. I don't know if I should call it a forest, but yeah. And I was praying. As I was praying, I then decided to now like lie down on the floor and look like to the sky. So as I looked up to the sky, I saw the moon. Nah? Then I also saw the clouds. So the moon was in between, should I say, a tier of the clouds. And I then began to focus on the moon. So as I focused on the moon, it began to paint a picture or to create, what can I say? It began to feel like the moon is moving and the clouds are still. So this confused me because in my mind, I'm like, no, wait, but the moon is still and the clouds are moving, like according to what we've been taught. Then, no. I then look at the clouds. So I focused on the clouds, and in that moment, the moon became still. And now I see that no, man, the clouds are moving. Why am I saying this to you guys? Um, what you meditate on begins to become in your life. What you focus on begins to become. So I'm relating this to the island. We came onto the island and there was so much negative talk about Cyprus, about the people in Cyprus. And the more and more I focused on what people said about the island, it began to become a reality in my life. I began to now experience what people said about the island. But it's until one day I stumbled onto a brother called Tubin Kamieni. He's a good friend of mine. And Tubin Kamieni then told me, well, no, Mara schedule, it's true, man. It's true. Those things do exist on the island, but doesn't mean there's no positivity in the island. And it got me thinking. And trust me, ever since that day, I began to look for more and more positive things. And with time, those positive things began to become a reality in my life. Um, Now this could mean so much things. You'll find out that in our own personal lives, we are focused so much on the negative begins to dominate. And probably that's why sometimes we aren't happy or we don't experience growth. So this is me trying to also challenge you guys that let's be careful on what we meditate on. Let's be careful on what we focus on, you know, especially if we genuinely do want to grow. So yeah, ever since that day, I began to look at the island with some, I don't know if I should say, a different lens. And it's not been easy, but it's been better. It's been better. I think in the last episode I said it's as if now the universe began to direct the things I focused on towards my direction. But that's about perspectives. I just wanted to at least close on that chapter, and not just close in a story form, but give you guys probably a tool or something that could help, me also, and also you as my family, my audience, grow, for you guys to challenge yourselves and wonder, what, no man, but here I am complaining, but what am I meditating on? What am I focusing on? You know? But yeah, relationships. So relationships is broad. I'm gonna take it from family. I'm gonna then take it to friends, then dintombezana. Yeah. Family. I think the most obvious, or the, should I say obvious, the first thing is, when you grow up, um boy or girl, at some point you have that desire to be an independent being. you know you want to take care of yourself, you want to do things on your own. So me coming to the island, I came, probably my parents knew me as this young guy, and you know where I came is a different kind of abroad. It makes you woke somehow. So for me, I then had a desire to be independent. Yeah, it's good to receive money from back home, but at some point, I don't know, probably it's a man thing, but the money then slowly begins to lose value, irregardless of how much it is. So you get to a point where you want to make your own money, and yeah, I think that's where I was and where I am now. So I got to a point where I want to be independent. I want to run my own life. I don't want my parents to be telling me, hey, schedule no. You feel as if, no, uhodile. And now the funny thing is, even when you go abroad, your parents think, or they try still being the same parents they were back at home, meaning they, should I say, being hands on. So that led to me being more like distant, because I'm like, hey, exhale lady. Ay man. Like ile kana yano, wabona. I'm no more I'm no more at home. Ke motho ona yano, you see. So it led to me being distant, you know, um with my parents. Then the second thing is, I don't think at times we heal from childhood trauma. I don't think we heal from childhood trauma, or things that happened to us in our childhood. So it's it for me. The more we became distant, and obviously, there's an isolation phase that comes, like, I think, for literally everyone. So in that moment when I was in my own corner, I began to reflect back, you know. Uh, and also your mom would say something that triggers you, wabona. And it's when I realize, hey, say wahala ke a healer. I haven't really healed from what happened before. You know, your mom or dad would just text something, and you feel like, ah, you're reminded of what used to happen. And so for me, reminders of those small things of what happened to me probably in the past, you know, was something that also then began to become something that came in between us, because now the anger comes again, the questioning comes again. So yeah, that's something that also was an effect of me coming here. But I think I'm not complaining. I'm actually happy that it happened when I was here, because I feel like if I was still back at home, the way I was going to, like, the wound was going to, what can I say? I feel like I was gonna react differently if I was back at home. Like the way I reacted here, probably I hit my mom or dad, or you know, with the replies. But I feel like it was better now that I'm here. I feel like if I was back with Kwadladleng, yay, yeah, I don't think I was gonna react in a good or respectful way, you know. So I think it's also a positive thing, you know, that I realized it, and in as much as I didn't react properly in a good way, but it's better than what could have happened. But with Dintwana, it's good. My little siblings, we cool, man. I miss Palesa, by the way. But we cool, you know. It's funny when you see your small brother coming up in your footsteps, man. Or when a prince will be calling you, "Oh, Potsedi, nyana, nyana." Yeah, it's beautiful, but also scary, because you then also look back at what you went through for you to become who you are, and because you understand that you can literally tell him to stop, because I was told to stop and I became rebellious. Wow, so it's challenging, because you wonder what, how should I react to the way ntwana ya gwe e golang ka teng. You know, I'm not really trying to be that person you know who's gonna block him from trying to live, you know. So I'm trying to be that brother he has never had, who will allow him to be him, you know. But it's scary, you know, it's scary when he narrates certain stories. Mara, you have to hold it in. But yeah, it's beautiful but scary. With faith, I don't know, man. It's been quite a journey, you know. Yeah, Ramnati. I think it's growth, man. It's growth, because also our age gap isn't that much. He's also, like, you know, growing on his own. He's what can I say? He's finding himself too. I'm also finding myself, you know. And I think probably the reason why I paused for a bit is probably because of how we grew up, which is, you know, something I'll speak about in the next episode, which is in the next 2 weeks. But I'm not saying all these things to belittle my family, or hoba, to I'm not saying any of this in a bad way. Whenever I speak now, I'm not really trying to shame them or anything, but I'm trying to show someone else for a, yeah, you're not the only one who's been through that. And in me speaking about it, I hope people probably find healing, or they get to pick up certain tools from me, you know. Yeah, because you find out that many things we go through, you know, and there's no one who's there to talk about those things, you know. um and because you feel like you're the only one going through probably that thing, where you hold back and you remain in that corner, yana. But the moment you find out, no, mara ga o wane, man, there's a way you now then begin to come out of that shell. Oh wait, so KG has been through that. Ah no, man, so it means, ga ke bad, man, you know. So yeah, that's been my family relationship. Like, when I talk about my, what is this, my friends, I think it's good that I had a good foundation with a couple of my friends, because most of my friendships are long term. Like re kopane ko bo primary school, you know, we met at primary high, I think high school ko tlasa le keng kanti. What is it called? Yeah, that thing. No, man, yeah, what is it called, man? Junior high school. Yeah. So I feel like it's been more than like 5 years with some of them. People like Arona or West Primary. That's like probably 7 years. Larona also 7, 8 years. So the foundation I think was good enough. It's been shaky, but it was good enough. Um yeah, I think that's what really helped me, because the thing is, when you're used to seeing people, and now overile Joe, you're wondering, are they still with you? Are they not with you? And yeah, man, what is a stress? What is a stress? But I think another difficult thing is maintaining the relationships back at home, while it's maintaining the relationships here, because I am so drawn to Kodladling, to the home. So I will never want to puaranya batho ba kwa lapeng. I will never want to leave people from back home, you know. So now, if I don't want to leave them, I have a responsibility now to maintain them. You understand? So maintaining sometimes gets kind of hectic, kind of tiring, Yeah, because the people here need me, want my energy, want my friendship, if I should say. But then again, those ones also feel like, hey, scheduler, where you at? I need that call, I need that video call. So trying to strike that balance has not been the easiest. But it's things we pray to God for, even though you probably won't reply here like you used to, when you're back at home. God will help her like understand what no, but I'm still there. And yeah, I hope you guys will be watching this episode. I'm still there. I'm still there. I'm still around. I'm still around. Yeah, but it's been quite difficult. I think now another challenge for me was um or people shouldn't say I'm racist, so I'm gonna speak in Setswana. Hore batho ba ba nkitseng know that ga ke rate my cat, you know. I don't like my cat. So when you come here now, you have my cat, and you're forced to now get to relate with my cat there now. And I think that's one of the things that I had to do to get off my comfort zone. I've never really, I think, strata sempola ile. Hasampola, mare it made me so drawn to batho ba strata. So now here are people, and you have to learn to now converse with those kind of people, So it's been a good and necessary, it's been a good and necessary, should I say, journey or challenge, because now you're exposed to now networking, you know you're exposed to so much, so it's been a good one. um Now the last one. Hey guys, I was in a long distance. That item isn't easy, guys. I feel like the truth is, our past, ish, our past is killing us, guys. Aye, man. People call it toxic, aye, man, but our past is killing us, guys. Aye, and I think I wouldn't advise anyone who's been a hectic past, you know, to do a long distance, cause yeah, man, aye, yeah, long distance. I think probably if your foundation is good, yeah, but aye, lines really good, you and aye, nowadays, aye, yeah. So I don't know, man. It was hectic, man. It requires some level of confidence and trust. Yeah. Hey, yo, it's not for the weak, guys. Yeah. It's not for the weak. So that was a challenge I had. Was it a challenge? But yeah, that was something quite difficult I had, trying to maintain a relationship from back Kodladling. Um, yeah. Am I dating now? Hapana ke tshwere molungu da. Probably I'll be with a white hand. someday, you know. You never know, man. We never know. Probably I am with one, you know. We never know. But yeah, man, it's been quite hectic. I think you guys should catch culture diversity. Give me some questions too that you guys would like me to ask the people on culture diversity. And one of them is, do we think genuine relationships still exist? I think probably that's what I'm checking now. But does it exist? I don't know. Does it exist? I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. I think probably it's my time to focus on God, you know, and quieten the noise. I don't know, man. Does God want me to be at Bots, South Africa, Durban? It's up to him, man. But yeah, I've been just chilling on my own, you know, with the G's. We pushing P, man. We pushing. We trying to explore our passions, you know. No time for hands, man. We after the bag. But besides that, I believe relationships for me haven't been that bad. I think it was one of those test things, you know, that we need to experience as human, you know. So I think that's about today's episode, man. I'm trying to keep them short and sweet. Yeah, I've got a short and sweet one, you know, yeah. So that you guys can, you know, tune in, you know, learn, listen, laugh, whatever it is, man. I'll be back after 2 weeks talking about now. The first thing I wanted to talk about was probably, oh yeah, it's gonna be broad. I'm gonna just take you guys back into my past. I'm gonna take you guys back into my past from my primary to um after high school. Yeah. So that now we begin to build. Then I'll have my first guest here. I think it's gonna be a brother of mine called Uzea. We're gonna talk about sports. You know, people have been asking me how's my journey with football. So explaining it on my own won't be easy. I need someone else who's been through what I've been through. Um, yeah, we call him Habibi. Yeah, but we'll be here. We'll try dive into a conversation and we hope you guys enjoy. Please guys, engage with me, guys. Now, gotta give away a little one. I wanna love if you guys are enjoying. I wanna love what you guys wanna hear me speak about. I want to know what's your opinions on the things I've talked about and literally anything, man. I'm trying to grow with you guys. I'm trying to help you guys grow, and I'm trying to be grown by you guys. Is that English? But I'm trying for hey, long man, you know, ra sana, you know, we're growing together. But besides that, I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you guys are pushing this semesters, man. Let's keep pushing, man. You know, um, I think something I'll talk about one day is allowing yourself to push your crafts, your heart desires, your passions, and still allowing yourself to as girl to go to school. I feel like we have only limited ourselves to school, man. But guys, let's learn to balance now. Cause the thing I feel like varsity is a what can I say? Varsity is a training ground. So if you're gonna give yourself only one focus point on varsity, when you're exposed to reality now and you wanna find yourself as a law lady, as an entrepreneur doing almost like three businesses, it's gonna be hard. But if we learn this in varsity, we flop, we polish, we flop, we polish and improve when we're now exposed to the outer world, man, I believe we'll be unstoppable, man. You'll be given a job, you have 5 to 6 square sharp. You can be pushing your businesses there because you learned it in varsity. So yes, let's push our degrees, man. Let's beg those degrees, but don't neglect your skills, man. Don't neglect your talents. Don't neglect your passions. But that's from me. Schedule, schedule. Um, I hope to hear from you guys soon, but I'm scheduler signing up.